Medical disclaimers. iTera Classic and iTera Pro are not medical devices. The information provided on our website is for educational purposes only and does not substitute for professional medical advice. Please consult a medical professional or healthcare provider if you are seeking medical advice, diagnoses, or treatment. Prive International shall not be liable for risks or issues associated with using or acting upon the information on our website. Prive International shall not be liable or responsible for the actions, misrepresentations, or negligence of our members who are independent contractors.
All right, good evening, everybody from the Philippines. I'd like to welcome you all to our Thursday Philippine time Zoom presentation of the iTeraCare. Welcome to Prive International. My name is Nathan, and I'm in Davao City. It's good to be here, Davao City. I'm having a little fellowship with my partners here. I have my sister Glory, brother Christian, Kuya Bench, Sister Jazz, and my beloved wife. We're all here. We're having a dinner, by the way, here in Woodridge. We stayed here before Woodridge Ma. So if you're from Davao, we are here, guys. And welcome, everybody. We have a lot of participants tonight. So lahat ng mga taga Davao, all right, dito po kami. At mga Filipinos and those of you who are listening from the other side of the world, I'd like to welcome you all. So I'm very excited. My name is Nathan, and welcome to the iTeraCare, the most advanced terahertz quantum light wave therapy device. And if you are here for the very first time, I really honor your time to listen to me. Make sure you can hear my voice. Is my voice loud and clear? I'm using a headset. All right, make sure that you can hear me. All right, very good, Wang. Thank you for that. And if you're here for the very first time, make sure you can hear me clearly. All right, I want to make sure that you will learn something new tonight. Now, this is terahertz. This is technology, and I would start with a disclaimer. Now, very important ito. Why? Because this will align you to what this is all about. This is not under FDA, under the pharmaceuticals, like doctors controlling, prescribing this. No, this is a household electrical equipment. All right, so anything about your health concern, go to your doctor. All right, but this is science. This is not FDA, but this is science. Everything, all right, follows science, because at the end of the day, science is, all right? This is the arrowhead. Everybody follows science. That's what and how we create all these things. And so science will be the very force and the backbone of what I'm about to show you tonight. All right. The iTeraCare is backed with science. And of course, doctors also back this up, because eventually you cannot deny the facts, the results that this blower has done to thousands of lives all over the world. We call this revolutionary product because it is a game changer. This is what I always say. Don't pop a pill, just blow it. All right, you can say that with me. Don't pop a pill, right? Before it was about popping pills. You have headache, pop a pill. You have a back pain, pop a pill. You have knee pain, pop a pill. That was the mindset. We were programmed that there is this magic pill that would cure all things. And again, it's biased because it's business. All right, the waves are changing. Now it's about frequency. It's about healing the body, treating the body through frequency and energy medicine. And I'm going to talk about that and to show you, to back this up, that this device is really revolutionary, or it is a game changer. Let's look into science, all right, papers, documents, tests. And of course, if it's science, you got to have a scientist, Nathan. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome our scientist, Yang Win Jun, who successfully invented the very first terahertz. By the way, he's a top scientist all over the world. In China, he's one of the top 5 scientists. And he was the one who invented this. He is our scientist, by the way. And his technology was tested by the Beijing Institute of Research. And Beijing Institute is one of the top in the world. So therefore, the scientists, together with Zhong Chen-Wun, 6 years of research and study, they have done perfected the technology with unique 3-in-1 core technology, all the design, safety, all of that. And it is now manufactured in Deshang. This is our partners, all right, our partner to manufacture and assemble this technology. So made it available for all of us. And Privis International is the only sole exclusive marketing and distributor of these iTeraCare. So in the market, if you Google, you will see a lot of different products claiming they have terahertz. But are you really sure they are for real? Do they have scientists? Do they have manufacturing plant? Can they show us papers and certificates? Are they patented? No, of course they're not. They cannot show. So therefore, don't waste your money. Don't waste your time buying them. Yes, they are cheaper. We are expensive because we are the Rolls Royce in technology. But actually, it's not an expense. Again, at the end of the day, you will appreciate that this is an investment to your health. And that is great. Now, let's start with what Dr. Joe Dispenza. Let me talk about the science here. According to the quantum model of reality, we could say that all diseases is a lowering of frequency. It's simplified in such a way that we will understand very easy, all right? You have disease, well, you have low energy. Simple. And in thousands of years, all right, Hippocrates, the father of ancient, medicine, he said natural healing force is within each one of us. Therefore, we have the capacity, the ability to get well. It is written, it is designed that we can heal ourselves. And to again back it up, all right, Bruce Lipton, a great guy, a scientist, a researcher, a speaker, all right, talk about honeymoon effect and a lot of wonderful stuff. You can Google this guy. He said, every single cell in our body is a battery. We have trillions of cells. It is called battery because in the frequency and energy world, your cell must have enough energy so that it can function the way it is designed to function. All right? So let's talk about that because that's where science is all about. These natural forces inside of us, these are the true healers of disease. In other words, it's all about energy because everything is energy. And Mehmet Oz, a medical doctor, he did not say in his big statement, he didn't say that the next big frontier is what? It's a pill. No, he didn't say that. He said the next big frontier in medicine, in treating the body, is energy medicine. Hey, that is from a medical doctor. He said it's about energy healing. And of course, because these guys have seen in higher level of consciousness, they said, yes, we have a healing system. And it's secret because the big companies, wow, this is war, guys, all right? People are being suppressed from the knowledge and power that they have innate inside of them that they can heal themselves. That's why it's a secret, because we were dumbed down. This was suppressed. This was robbed from us. This was not taught in our schools. This is not taught in the system of the medical. Why? Because they don't want to lose money. At the end of the day, it's about money and business. But today, the consciousness is getting higher. People are starting to take back their power and understanding that we can heal ourselves, provided that we give what the body needs. Now, let's go into the exhibit here. Ancient times, thousands of years ago, this is the cycle of life. People are born, they aged, and they die. You cannot hear and never heard that an ancient civilization during those days, they have died because of cancer. No, there was no cancer thousands of years ago. There was no stroke. There was no heart disease. There was no diabetes. This is not heard thousands of years ago, but today, all right, everybody's got to leave this body with some sort of sickness. 99%. I mean, this is me. I think 99%, all I can hear, my grandfather died because of some sort of disease. My grandma, my uncle, my cousin, my friend, they have died with some sort of disease. And even as young as 40, 30 years old, they haven't aged fully. They have died because of some sort of sickness. Everybody in this modern time has to live this physical body because of some sort of disease. And the World Health Organization said this. In 2000 to 2019, you can see figures here, and you cannot deny that people are dying because of blockages. And that's number one, heart disease, stroke, obstruction of pulmonary disease, and so on and so forth. 74% of the global death is caused by non-infectious disease. Wow. Now let's look into testimonies of the iTeraCare. Okay. All right, Nathan, what is this? Well, this is non-gimmick. All right. This is not Photoshop. I'm not here to convince you. All right. And say, well, I'm going to hard sell for you so you can get or buy my device. No, I'm here to show to you that you need this. Why? Because these are people, real life testimonies of people getting better from before, all right, stroke, during stroke, and after treatment for 2 weeks. You can see this lady. This is a friend of our friend. Look at her face. After 2 weeks of using the device, the deformity started to fall back. We've got another stroke old lady here, a grandmother, all right, in a wheelchair. And after 2 weeks, you can see that she's getting better with all her joy in her face, all right, because this device has helped a lot. We have blood sugar level from 201. You can pinch, zoom your screen. You can see 201. It went back to 185 in 10 minutes of blowing. And this guy started to write it all down every 5, 10, 15 minutes every day. You can see that his blood sugar was dropping. Another lady here was paralyzed, cannot move, right? Stroke, paralyzed. And my brother luckily was invited. He did the demonstration, and guess what happens? From not moving at all, in 8 days, on the 8th day, she started kicking her legs. And on the 53rd day, you know what happens? Look at her. She started to walk using a walker, and today she's walking better. This is what iTeraCare is doing to a lot of people all over the world. We've got Bell's palsy. After 8 days of therapy, 95% got better. The twitching was almost gone. We've got breast tumor. Ladies, breast tumor. After using it for 2 weeks, 0 breast tumor, a lump in 2 weeks' time of using the iTeraCare. That's truly amazing. We have Alzheimer's disease. This lady was agitated. Then suddenly when they started blowing, she started to become so relaxed. The frequency started to stimulate, all right, or create a calming effect. You know, there's a lot of distortion in the brain. People with Alzheimer's, ADHD, these people with a lot of brain problems, you know, they cannot sleep. They're agitated. They're stressed. So the frequency starts to calm them, especially blowing it for 20 minutes on the head. You will see that there is a calming effect. You know, the alpha wave to your theta wave, this iTeraCare can induce that in your brain. Amazing. We've got rheumatoid arthritis, RA, unable to close their fingers, but after 15 minutes of blowing, 15 minutes of blowing, guys, look at that. She started to open and close her eyes, and she's almost to cry, you know. Oh, a lot of people, I've seen this, a lot of testimonies the other night. All right, we've got a wonderful testimony. Ladies are crying. Our users are crying because they couldn't believe what this device has done to their physical body. Pain. All right, it's quite normal today, but this device has really removed and helped pain. All right, varicose veins after 2 months. You can see that picture. It's obvious. He has done a lot of wonderful things on the varicose, and it's really, look at that. It's removed. We've got paralyzed. This is my favorite. The doctor said to this guy, hey, we need to cut your leg because it's dying. It's diabetic, has a lot of problem. And guess what? They started blowing. Luckily, all right, someone introduced the iTeraCare. No more amputation. From amputation, it goes into walkation. To be amputated to a walking patient. He started walking after 15 treatments. Can you believe that? You can see on the 5th day, begins to lighten up, you know, the cells begins to activate. I'm going to talk about the science, why this effect is so amazing. That's why people call this a magic wand. Thyroid nodules got better, smaller after 10 therapies. We have Mike here, After 15 minutes of blowing, he was able to lift his hands 80% higher from all his complications. That is amazing. Weight management. This device can truly help with any, if you have high levels of belly fat, it is reduced. It removes toxins and excess fats and water retention. It's amazing. Look at this. After 2 months, after 20 days, after 4 months, this device can truly help reduce the belly fats. All right. We've got skin diseases. You can see this picture. This picture can speak a lot of good things. Why? This is a friend. This is a mother of a friend. She started blowing in September. And after 2 months, November, you can see 95% got better. She's done ointments. She's done Derman, all of that, name it. And guys, it got better. This little girl here also with severe psoriasis got better using the Pro. And the vitiligo case got better after 5 months. And guess what? 3 years of skin disorder got better in 4 days of therapy. And this scalp psoriasis got better in 5 days' time. All right? All right? Okay, let me continue. All right, let me go into another skin that is being improved in just 30 minutes of using this device. You can see after 30 minutes, dark spots reduced 70% after the first therapy. All right, before and after, you can see 30 minutes. There is significant reduction of wrinkles and dark spots of the eyes. You can see there's a glowing effect on the face. And I'm going to tell you the science why after using this device for 30 minutes, you can see a glowing effect. That is a good news to all our ladies, all right, even gentlemen. All right, we've got COVID-19 here. This is Miss Ida. And you see here, there is a science about coronavirus infection. And now they're using terahertz. Scientists are using terahertz for coronavirus infection complicated by pneumonia. 12 patients. This was done by CT data. You can Google this, guys, and guess what? The effect is amazing. That's why Miss Ida, from a very severe, complicated COVID-19, all right, case, the doctor said 3 months, okay? It's gonna be complicated, and we don't know if you will survive. And guess what? After 40 minutes of blowing on her chest and her back, after 40 minutes, she was able to walk and dance, breathe comfortably in just 40 minutes time. We've got breast cancer, and this does not cure cancer because it's not the device that cures cancer. It is the body, it's the immune system. But what happens is terahertz can actually help even treatment of cancer. This is according to science again. This was reviewed by James Ives in June 2020, and the research from Riken Center, they have found out that terahertz might offer, that's the word, might offer treatment for cancer. That's why this lady from stage 4 cancer, 30% of her lump reduced, 90% of the pain was relieved. This is 22 days, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, amazing. Whew. And colorectal cancer. You've heard this from, Mr. Soma last night. This is his good friend. I met Mr. Shankar in India. He is a colorectal cancer survivor from 6 months to live. Now it's over 2 years already. He's still alive, all right? And 0 cancer, cancer-free because of the charged water and the iTeraCare. And he has a lot of problems. And he got better, and he said, I'm going to survive, and he's very grateful for iTeraCare. So if you know someone with colorectal cancer, any cancer, this device can truly help. Because why? Science has already done research, and it has a lot of good results, okay? We've got eye problem, red eye problem. You have this pterygium in the eyes. We've got glaucoma, cataract. Just blow this on your eyes. Make sure no contact lens or glasses or lens inside the eyes. Just blow it and you will see wonderful effects. We've got kidney failure. This is Ugandhar in Hyderabad in India. And Jasuda, look at their creatinine level in 2 months of using, guys. 2 months of using. You can see creatinine level from 7.18 went down to 4.41, and 8.2 it went down to 2.8. Drinking also the charged water. That is 2 months. Amazing. Kidney failure. All right. And we have osteoporosis. 93-year-old lady with severe osteoporosis, nerve impingement. great pain. She cannot move, she cannot cough, she cannot sneeze, because a little movement will cause pain. She cannot move an inch. But look at this after 2 months of therapy. Look at her. She's doing now track cycling. She started to walk with the walker. 93 years old. God really improved her health because of the iTeraCare. Now, if your grandparents and your parents are still alive, this is the best gift to them. You got to give this to them. All right? If you're listening to me, you hear my voice, give iTeraCare to your parents and your grandparents. This is the best gift to old folks. Okay, now let's go back to what the ancient father of medicine has to say about immune system. He said, don't do surgery. Don't take pills. Heat up the body, and the body will heal itself. Cured by fire. Very simple. And he specifically mentioned about if there is a way to heat up the bones, then every disease can be cured, according to Hippocrates. Now, the question is, how do you heat the bones? All right. In our modern times, yes, we have this gua sha, we have this buhang, we have this cupping. Yes, we can heat the body, but how do you specifically heat the bones without burning? All right, with having all these wonderful, healing abilities that is being awakened inside. It makes sense. We use frequency. Albert Einstein, a great scientist, no doctor can say we disagree. No one can disagree with this guy. He said future medicine will be the medicine of frequency. This is the future, and you can see that. We have a lot of books. A lot of people are conscious about energy healing, vibrational frequency, energy medicine, all these techniques. We even have Reiki, Qigong, pranic healing, theta healing, quantum healing, crystal healing, name it. But guys, it has different methods and ways, and all this spectrum of waves. They're using these particular waves and light and so on and so forth. But guys, today, this consciousness is getting higher. We need a great natural way so that the body can respond and repair and regenerate itself. What should we do? What should we need? We have the most advanced frequency device in the world today, and that is the iTeraCare. Oh, you can give a hand to that. What is iTeraCare? Well, iTeraCare has 3 core technology, which is very effective and portable. Switch it on, you plug it in, and it has this core technology named the terahertz. I call this the Grand Slam. We got the quantum that generates healing scalar energy that also increases the energy field around it. The optical quartz, all right, and it is made of hundreds of exclusive mineral ingredients. The tube, that is the proprietary technology that can only be found in our manufacturing. That's why no one can copy this technology, because we are the only one who has this technology. All right, it mimics 1/40th of the sunlight, and it strengthens the aura field in the body. That's why the face starts to glow. Your body starts to glow because of this optical quartz together with hundreds of exclusive mineral ingredients. All right, now you can use this to charge your water. You can use it to your pets, on your pets, horses. All right, this is my fish. My little boy's fish. All right, it's dying because it was overfed, and I started blowing in the water. After 5 minutes, it started to become very active. All right, and it's alive. And then you know what my children said? Well, let's name this fish Lazarus because it's resurrected. It's supposed to die. It's amazing. We were all surprised in the house, because the terahertz, the iTeraCare, revived our goldfish. iTeraCare can also be used to charge your water. All right. And this is the old guy in the hospital in China, unable to speak because of stroke. All right. And after blowing on his spine for 30 minutes, he was able to speak a little word, and everybody was astounded because of what happened. All right. This is also used in clinics. We have acupressure clinic. This is in Malaysia, Sarawak. This is Dr. Chris Teo. He has over 10 years of experience in acupressure. He has a lot of devices. He has a lot of this, space capsule, but he's using iTeraCare for the treatment to his patients. Wow. iTeraCare is being used in acupressure point therapy clinics. We've got clinics or therapy centers in India, therapy center in China, COVID therapy centers around the world, ladies and gentlemen. So therefore, this device is not something, all right, that is not proven, that people cannot use. People are using this all over the world. Now let's talk about the grand slam. This is terahertz. What is terahertz? THZ. This technology is claimed to be one of the top 10 technologies that would change the future world. It's not me who said that. It's the US government. The US government and many governments said, hey, terahertz is going to change the way we do things, the way we use technology. Now, when was this discovered? This was discovered actually 1950 something by a scientist that was assassinated because they don't want this technology. Again, the big companies doesn't want anyone to discover something that would provide healing to humanity. So this was suppressed, but in 1980s, again, the American scientists discovered this and they call this wave of life. Why? Because it matches the vibrational frequency of the cells in the physical body. That's why Japanese scientists call this the light of life, and Chinese scientists call this God's wave band. Its frequency is between 2 to 17 terahertz, which is the same frequency of the human cells. That is amazing. Now, you can see what is resonance. Terahertz resonates with our cells. What is resonance? If there's the same frequency, figure or number, let's say 440, 440, what happens to the other one? When there is vibration and there is resonance, the other object or the other party begins to vibrate. That is what vibration does. That is what resonance does. The cells, when you switch on the iTeraCare, the cells begins to vibrate, and what? It generates vibration in millions per second. What happens to the cells? The cells begins to become alive. It's activated. And what happens to the bad cells? The bad cells begins to die because of the frequency. That is truly amazing. How does this iTeraCare work, Nathan? Well, there is heat. This is like hair dryer. Yeah, it has heat using a nichrome element, and it radiates an infrared heat, light heat. And through the optical quartz with all the hundreds of minerals, this is the proprietary tube that we only have. This creates a natural terahertz. It's not manipulated. It's not created just by electricity. It's created by the minerals. So the minerals excites the electrons and it begins to vibrate and generate terahertz technology. And what happens with generation of terahertz and the good frequency and all of this, there is convection current. That's why when you point it on your skin, the DNA, all right, the cells, everything will start to absorb the good frequency, the terahertz. It is done dermally delivered to your skin, and it has a reach of 1 foot. So if you blow it in front of your head, it goes back through your head. If you blow it to the side of your head, it goes back through the side of your head. You blow it on your chest, it goes through the back of your chest. So that is what's amazing. Now, what makes it really, really powerful is the quantum. The quantum has the ability to amplify the energy. That's why with your intention, when you're blowing, you got to be positive. You got to have the intention. Every cell in my body is getting better. My kidney is better. Why? This amplifies your intention. It can amplify the stones, the crystals, the energy around it. And it is very, very powerful. Now, like this is the bodily aura. This is the biofield, the first defense of our body. The biofield is decreased when you are stressed. An apple, a raw tomato has a lot of this energy that is captured by Kirlian photography. Our body has energy. We call it aura. That's why when you're happy, you're joyful, you're in your state, you have this bodily aura shining. This is what iTeraCare is doing. When you switch it on, you start blowing it, the aura begins to increase. You have more energy. You got vibrance in your physical body. And this is what makes it really amazing. Terahertz increases the energy of your weak cells through resonance. Weak cells has 15 millivolts. That is where inflammation starts. Bad cell is 5 to 10 millivolts. This is cancer cell. Zombie cells, abnormal state. Tumor cells, they begin to eat other cells to get energy. Now, what happens when they're exposed to the scalar and terahertz energy? They start to die. Healthy cells, which is 20 to 25, begins to activate and optimize. What happens to bad cells? They die. What happens to weak cells? They are fully charged again. That's why these are the two main functions of iTeraCare. It actively find and protect the good cells. It actively finds and eliminates the bad cells. That is truly amazing right there. These are the benefits. Now listen, you know, when you switch it on, unhealthy cells starts to die. That's why you have to drink a lot of water. All right. What are unhealthy cells? Well, these are abnormal bad cells, and they are absorbed and liquefied through the frequency and the heat in this device. Activate inert cells in the body, eliminating dormant cells, and activate the cells that are needed in the body. Increases self-healing ability in the body, which means what happens is the body begins to heal itself. Once you switch it on, the body begins to heal. Amazing. The body begins to function. The DNA, the immune system, and there is what we call repair that is happening inside. And number 4, it clears meridian points. You know, it's like having an acupuncture without a needle. Amazing. Meridian points purifies the blood, increases metabolism, all right? And it is good to improve microcirculation, particularly the brain. It's good for the brain. It's good for the eyes. It's tiny nerves and vessels. This is tiny, that cannot be passed on or affected by meds or even some chemicals and supplements. But with the iTeraCare, it can be, all right, it can be dilated. It can affect the microvessels. It can allow circulation in that area, especially when you're drinking the water. It regulates the glands. This is protection of your glands, and you send out hormones. It balances hormones in the body, removes body humidity. If you're kind of big, you know, it's good for moistures and fats because of the heat, and it's good to clear those unhealthy moistures and fats, and overall blood circulation. The key and the blood circulation, the energy, it promotes circulation, and also good for blood clotting. You know, what's the problem with those of you who are vaccinated? The number one, all right, the number one side effect, you know, you all know this, is what? Blood clotting. There's a doctor in the Philippines, she said, I'm recommending iTeraCare to my patients because a lot of them are saying we are having blood clotting, and iTeraCare can help remove the blood clots in the physical body. That's amazing. Now, how do you use it? It's 100% safe, user-friendly, easy to use. It can be blown to infants and elderlies. Just blow it to affected areas, all right? Non-invasive, no contraindication, no side effects, all right? Blockage is the main cause of body pain. This is according to traditional Chinese medicine. When you say blockage, is the key, the energy, and this is the circulation of blood. When you switch on the iTeraCare, all of this circulation starts to loosen up. All right, and there is more energy. All right, that's why this is the best against inflammation. 5-star against inflammation. Where did you get that number, Nathan? Again, this was done, issued by the Beijing Research Institute, which is top in the world for research, the Beijing Research Institute. And what they did, they tested the iTeraCare, and these are the numbers. Inflammation, number 1. Comprehensive health quality, amazing. Malignant tumor, viruses, diabetes, brain, and all of these things. The terahertz has a lot of wonderful effect in the physical body. It's very effective, again, against inflammation. Inflammation is the major cause of all diseases. So if you have inflammatory problems, you got to take care of your body. You got to start blowing. Okay, you know what I mean. You got to start blowing. If you have aches and discomfort in the body, all right, you got to start blowing there. All right, dysmenorrhea, sciatica, it's very good for that. Blockages, meridian, lymphatic, lymph nodes, you know, even weight losses and diabetes and high blood pressure problem and all those blockages in the veins. This is great. And it's also great, ladies and gentlemen, for the skin. Woo, if you want to have a better looking skin. And even, you know, Rashid, our top leader, she said, this is not just anti-aging, this is reverse aging. Reverse aging, why? Because you can see it has a lot of good effects in the body. Beautiful ladies are using this for their skin beauty. where I got Jen Amber has a wonderful review in YouTube. You can check her video. All right, wonderful ladies are using this. This is also to clear the blockages. And sometimes if you have a blockage, you have this pain. And it's all right, continue to use it. Once the blockage is clear, no more pain, all right? And this is what makes it reverse aging. It stimulates, activates the stem cells in the bone marrows. So you blow this 20 minutes on your spine. Blow this on your spine. As we know, the spine is the manufacturing area for cells, stem cells, blood cells, white cells. So what happens when you blow it on your spine, all right, with just an inch, 2 inch of space, of distance, blow it there slowly, slowly focus on the spine. The stem cells are activated. You will have brand new lungs, brand new kidneys, all right? You're going to look younger and younger. Why? This is what Hippocrates said. If there is a way to hit the bones, how do you hit the bones? You use technology. Using technology by stimulating the stem cells in our spine, in our bone marrows, we have guys discovered the missing link to become healthier and younger. This is a reverse aging technology, ladies and gentlemen. Now you can charge your water. Make sure the water is charged because the water is 7.8 hertz, a low frequency water, which can hydrate your cells. You know, the cell's membrane begins to open up and starts to absorb the water, and the cells begins to be activated. All right, they release toxins out and more oxygen in. This is good for the oxygen. This is good for the cells. And remember, if there is inflammatory, if there is pain, it's basically because there's not enough water in that area. That's why drinking the charged water, by charging your water minimum 3 minutes, all right, in a pitcher or 1 minute in the glass, what happens is you get all these powerful benefits. The molecular structure is linear, very small, that your cells absorb it very quickly. It's ultra hydration, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Now, 1 hour of therapy of the iTeraCare is equivalent 10 times of acupuncture without the needle, 20 times of cupping, 30 times of gua sha, and 40 times of the massage. That's truly, truly amazing. All right, guys, the heat in this device is also amazing because it boosts your immune system, increases metabolic activity, cellular oxygenation, blood flow. Now, if you are very active, you're sporty, you're athletic, you are an athlete, this is the best. Why? It relaxes the muscle fibers, joint stiffness is reduced, and it's a very powerful painkiller, especially for muscles. I bike a lot. I go home, my legs is sore, all right? My body is sore. I use iTeraCare. It's amazing and how it can recover. The recovery rate is faster when you're using iTeraCare. You can use this for your pets, dogs, even birds, and even energize your vegetables and fruits. Try it. Try it. I've tried it to my durian. It's amazing. All right? Never use hair dryers anymore, ladies, because hair dryers has a very high levels of radiation. These are bad radiation from EMF and thermal, which is what? Linked to acute insomnia, Alzheimer's, loss of hearing, chronic depression, cardiac problems, all right, diabetes, and cancer, all right? Amazing, amazing. So ladies, never use your hair dryers. Use the iTeraCare. It's not just for your hair, it's for your brain, it's for your entire body. So amazing results right here. Now, this is precautionary. Listen carefully. If you're pregnant, don't use this device at all. Just drink the water. Menstruation, don't blow it directly there. If you have stent in the heart, all right, don't blow it directly there because you don't know what kind of object they place there. And any object in the body like pacemaker, if you have titanium, silicon, they react to heat and the frequency. So don't blow it directly there if you have stent or objects implanted. If you have open wounds and fractured bones, don't blow it. If you have lens implanted in your eyes, don't blow it directly there. So in other words, you got to be cautious and refer to the blowing guide manual. We have a manual that you can follow so you can maximize the results that you want in your physical body. That is the good news, okay? Radiation test, you know, they have tested an induction cooker, and an induction cooker has a very high reading of radiation, 1,000 plus, and they have tested the iTeraCare Pro, and look at that, guys, not even a flinch, not even a flinch, zero radiation. That is a good news. Now let's go into pricing. How much in US dollars is $350 US, in Canada, $385, in UK 420, in Dubai 410, in the Philippines 320 or 16,000 pesos. Again, this is expensive, yes, but this is not an expense. This is an investment to you and your entire family. So grab your device right now. Go to the person that invited you. There are 83 of you tonight. Go to the person that invited you and ask them how you can get this device. You should get this device. There's no way you cannot get this device. There's no way. This is the best doctor in the house. So that is our goal here. Phenomenal growth of Prive International. That's the name of the company. We are in over 10 country branches already. In a year's time, 24 US state stock list, 22 country stock list, and we are growing phenomenally. So if you want to know about the business, go to the person that invited you tonight. We can talk about the business. We can train you. All right. We can help you. This is what we do. We do this almost every day. In fact, next week, we'll have a Zoom meeting, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. from Monday to Friday, and Tuesday to Thursday, 7:30, Tuesday and Friday, 9:30 in the morning. That's every single day. We have a Zoom meeting. All you need to do is bring in your people. We can do this talking to you. We can do the presentation for you guys. And we have presentation in Zoom meetings, in YouTube recorded, and Facebook. Everything you need is here. All you need to do is just put that energy, million of people, invite them, bring them to the system, bring them to have this device, because this is a mission. We want a lot of people to use this device. All right. These are the product lineup of Prive International, 7 Wonders, the Ion Shield, the Classic, the Premium, and the Pro. And the latest one is the iTera Bio. It's like a foot, massager, it's like a foot, a spa. And it's really great. It's already here. So to know more about this, go to the person that invited you. This is our goal, guys. You can read this with me. Our goal is 1 iTeraCare device per household, bringing life to every home. So this ends my meeting. I am in Davao City. It's good to be back here. This is a great place. Well, I have my partners here.